looks good. Hey, let's go. There's actually someone on. We are so close to 1,000 or 900. We are so close to 900. I don't think there's anyone on anymore, but oh. Hey, there's someone on. I'm cleaning my shelf off. I need to put a trash bag back down here. I'm cleaning my reptile shelf. I'm out of superworms. I need to get more superworms. I have mealworms though. But I need to get more superworms and some crickets. Stay on the scale. Yes, sir. You're losing weight. Looks like she has mouth rot, but she doesn't, trust me. She just has so many skin fat rolls, it's pulling her mouth open. She is obese. My dad's downstairs, so I'm moving upstairs. So there's no noise. Lavender, stay there. So Lavender, don't poop, please. Hey, we got people on. Let's go. Finally, there's been like people hopping on and off, but if you have not seen my channel before, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and we're like almost at 900. Nobody. Well, there was a little bit ago, but no one. You're the first one to chat. Comment though. Lavender, you're about to fall off my shoulder. Yeah. Hey, Blake. There's been people like hopping on and off. Just stopping and say hi. Nice. Did you see Jacob's live? Hey, you got 3 now. Did you see Jacob's live? He was live earlier. I don't know if he's still live right now, but I don't think he is. Wait, ain't no way. I found the snail that's in here. This is actually crazy. It's right there. I haven't cleaned the glass yet. I probably should. I've been editing in it for a while, so it doesn't really matter. You're fixing to fall off, Lavender. Can you, like, not do that? basically hanging upside down right now. Can you not do that? I hate to break it to you, but you're not a crested. It looks like she's about to shed. I hate to break it to you, but you're not a crested gecko. You can't fly. Alright, see ya. I'm having to bend over like this so lavender doesn't fall off. Can you like come back over here so I can sit back up? This is lavender for if you don't know. I don't know where she's going. Come here. Oh, she's coming this way. Caught you. This is lavender. She's a leopard gecko. There's someone on though. I don't know who it is, but there's someone on. Got two people on actually. Got some stuck shit on. Wait. Nice. Yeah, I have multiple. I'll go into my reptile room in a second. My dad's working down there right now, but I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I have, I think, like 10 pets, 10 reptiles at least, and then I have a dog. I have mourning geckos, crested gecko, leopard gecko, Mexican black king snake, Pac-Man frog. The mourning geckos, there's like 3 or 4 of them. My leopard gecko is a little bit on the chunkier side. By a little bit, I mean a lot. I'm trying to get her to lose weight, but it is kind of hard. If you're new here, we're trying to get to 1,000 and we're like so close. Thank you. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be awesome. It's free. It helps me out. And you get to see cool content about a leopard gecko, or hunting, or fishing, or catching snakes, or other stuff like that. There you go. She had some stuck shit on her toe. I guess I can give you a preview of my reptile room. I'm not in it right now, but I have an enclosure right here. This is, there's nothing in it. I mean, there's a snail in it, but looks like she scratched her head on something. Let's see. don't know what that is. I think she just scratched her head. I don't know on what on, but not really. All leopard geckos should. Maybe not this big. This is a very overweight leopard gecko. Their tail's only supposed to be as thick as their neck, but all leopard geckos, African fat-tailed geckos, should, or also have stick tail, which is not good. But I have a crested gecko, which I'll show in a second, that they have a long, slender tail that's semi-prehensile, which means they can, like, grab onto stuff with it. And some crested geckos don't have tails at all. Because if a leopard gecko, if she were to lose her tail, it would regrow in a little bit. But if a crested gecko were to lose its tail, it's not growing back. Oh, lavender's gone. So they're only supposed to be around 50 grams, and lavender is a whopping 75 grams. So my snake, I'll show him in a second too, but I'm not going downstairs yet. My dad's, I don't know what he's doing. My dog is pacing around. My morning geckos are pretty cool because they're all female. There's no, well, there has been like a couple males found, but they're, all the ones in captivity are females at least. And they reproduce through parthenogenesis, and I have a couple baby, well, I don't know if they're even in there, they could have gotten eaten, but I don't know. My snake is a little bit nippy. He's still baby though, thankfully. I can't wait till he gets big though. He's a Mexican black king snake. If you haven't seen my new short about Mexican black king snakes, check it out. And I said this earlier, if you're on the stream and this is like your first time, I do live in the country. I don't have any like farm animals though. We are getting chickens. I got 2 adult morning geckos, and there's probably a couple babies. I got a crested gecko, leopard gecko, Pac-Man frog, Mexican black king snake, and then my dog. I'm getting a new crested gecko so I can start a breeding project soon. Lavender is one of my first pets. She was, well, I don't have any of my original pets. I got Lavender when I was 6, I think. Yeah, it is. it's fun, but it's a lot of work. My first pet was a corn snake. I got her when I was 4, and then I got a leopard gecko when I was 5, and then I got another snake a couple of years later. Then we got rid of that, and then my original corn snake got out and we never found it. Miko I had forever, which is my first leopard gecko, and then it got a parasite. And Lavender I got when I was 6. So, and I'm 13 now, so I've had her for 7 years. So she's around like 7 or 8. I don't know how old she was when I bought her. I'm assuming she was about a year. So she's probably 8. Oh, she just yawned. Oh, I wish I would have gotten that on video. Yeah, I'm just letting her run around right now. The morning geckos are super tiny, especially the babies. The babies are insane how small they are. They're like, I don't even, oh, I keep hitting that. I don't even know, they live till about 30. Reptiles, most reptiles are very long-lived. Most reptiles are very long-lived. I'd say the babies are about the size of this this prong on this charger. They are tiny. Very tiny. But not all. So my morning geckos, they live around 10, but they just reproduce. And then my crested gecko about 25. My king snake about 20. Pac-Man frog about like 5 to 10. Then my dog's probably the shortest lived animal. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 1,000. Oh, Lavender's coming back. Come here. Lavender's an old girl. Even though they live a while, most of the times they don't live this long because people don't take care of them right. They keep them on calcium sand. Yeah, it's like reaching me stuff. I don't know what that means. Here, go back over there. Or go back on there. And these guys have claws. Honestly, the claws don't feel that great. My crested gecko, I'll show in a second, has little climbing pads. Which a lot of people think they're actually sticky. They're actually like little hairs on their feet that produce electricity, which basically makes them like a magnet. Really cool. I'll make a video on that sometime. But I'm just gonna chill right there for a little bit. And she's super lazy, but I will say, she does let me like play with her tail. She never like ever wags her tail like she's gonna drop it. She'll let me play with it. She'll let me pet it. This takes a lot of trust. When I first got her, she was terrified of me. But now she's my most relaxed animal. I can take her anywhere. I let people hold her, let people pet her, and she loves it. One thing I think is funny about baby or leopard geckos is they scream. You'll scare them and they'll literally scream. They'll go, ah! Not like that, but if you look up leopard gecko scream, it's so funny. Alright, I'm gonna set Lavender down. I'll see if my dad's still downstairs. Oh no, Lavender's about to jump off. Okay, Jacob. Yeah, I had to leave your stream because I was cooking too. Lavender, if I could trust you, stay there. I could go see. I'll bring her with me, I guess. Alright. I want to see if my dad's still downstairs because you're about to fall. I want to show you all my reptile room. Alright, we are now in the reptile room. We'll put Lavender back and get out my Krusty. These are... That is kind of cool how different they are. Leopard geckos and crested geckos are nothing alike other than the fact they're geckos. They get about the same size though. One's arboreal, one lives in, well, I guess they technically live somewhat close. New Caledonia is in Africa, I think. I have no idea where New Caledonia is. These guys are from an island. I wish I had better lighting. This is Rango. He is a crested gecko or carofil. I don't know how to say their scientific name. And as you can see, they stick to things. And I was talking about earlier about their semi-prehensile tail and how they can grab onto things with it. It's super cute. He just ate today. I'm trying to show you how he can stick to things. Like if I did that with Lavender, she'd fall. And he likes to jump. But yeah, he's not the chillest animal I own. He's kind of crazy sometimes. So this isn't one I let people hold very often. Unless they know what they're doing. This is a really good pet. These are one of the easiest pets to take care of. But handling wise, I'd get a leopard gecko. From Germany, that's a long ways away. That's crazy. You're the first viewer I've had from Germany, I think. That's awesome. That is a long ways away. Hey, 8 people, let's go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, these are really good pets. Super easy to take care of. Like, they literally eat a powdered diet you just mix with water. But I would get a crested gecko if you want to handle it more. These guys, don't get me wrong, you can handle them just fine, but they're very jumpy. They're very jumpy. I mean, oh, let's go, we got 10. My morning geckos are a lot more jumpy than they are. He's not gonna jump probably just because I said that. They can literally jump backwards. If I can find one, I don't hold them at all because I don't want one to get out. But I can show you the eggs at least. But if there's one already out, I'll show you. I don't think there is. But yeah, here's what I was talking about his tail. I already said that, but it'll like grab onto things. He is like, he's a little over a year old now. These guys, they get about the same size as a leopard gecko. They get a lot more heavy. And these are arboreal. I'll show you his cage. He's in a tub setup right now. He's not in a big exoterra like most people. But this is literally all you need. Now, he is a baby, so he's still in a smaller enclosure. But once he gets a little bit bigger, he's about to get upgraded into his big enclosure though. Once he gets full size, a 60-quart tub is like all you need. There's nothing wrong with those exoterras except they're expensive. Like Omi. He is 20 grams, so he'll get about 50 or 60, depending on how much you feed. Is he gonna jump? Greece is also a long ways away. We got a bunch of international viewers. Oh, he's about to jump. Is he gonna do it? My sister wants to go to Greece. Look at his little face. They call him a crested gecko. I don't know if you can see the little spikes on their head. Or they call them eyelash geckos, or there's so many names for them. Most common one's crested gecko. I'll show you my my frog next. I'll get my snake out after I show you my frog. My frog is insanely mean. She's not really mean, she just doesn't understand what's food and what's not, so let's see if she tries to eat my hands today. My Pac-Man frog's also in a tub setup because you can control the humidity so much better. She's all dirty right now. Alright, Barb. Her name's Barb, by the way. I don't name any of my animals. My sister does. dry. You need to soak for a second. Yeah, she... Oh. She eat me? I don't think she's gonna eat me today. Literally anything. She needs a misted though. Literally anything. She eats mice, mealworms, crickets, roaches. I mean, if it goes in front of her face, it's not focused. If it's in front of her face, she's probably gonna eat it. But I think she's too smart. I need to spray her with water though. She's a little bit dry, and fill up her water dish. My other geckos, they eat, my morning geckos, they eat a powdered diet, but they also eat small crickets, small mealworms. If I can find a morning gecko to show you, they're nocturnal, so they're probably not going to be out. If I can show you the morning geckos, you'll be amazed of how small they are. Let's see if we can find one. Please have a morning gecko be out. I can show you the eggs either way. I'll show you their cage. Their cage is pretty cool. It's all live plants. Let's see. There's a clutch of eggs right there. So those are gonna hatch soon, hopefully. I will get one out and put it in a cup. I don't handle them. They're basically wild. I actually think there's some morning geckos in Greece. Maybe in Italy. Because these guys are so, widespread. Like, you can find them in Florida and you can find them in Asia. Because they're so prolific, because all they do is reproduce. I can't find one. I was gonna do something, but I forgot what it was. I was gonna get my snake out. Let's get my snake out. He is still a baby. He's gonna get about 4.5. Actually, I take that back. He probably won't get 4.5 feet long, because he's a male, but if he was a female, he'd get like almost 5 feet long for a female, but 4 for a male usually. He's still got a long way to go. He's about 1.5 feet long. He's gonna get a lot bigger. If you saw my short, I was talking about how these guys in the wild, they eat rattlesnakes. They literally just overpower rattlesnakes. They're immune to their venom too. These guys are crazy, and they eat other king snakes, so breeding them is kind of risky. Well, in the wild, he eats snakes, other reptiles. They eat rodents in the wild, but they prefer to eat snakes. But in captivity, I feed him rodents. But it is... Yeah, that's why they're called king snakes. They're the king of the desert. These are Mexican black king snakes. So Mexico, Arizona, like Texas, I think you can find them. So they eat a lot of rattlesnakes. There is some people that will go to pet stores, and since pet stores have to freeze the snakes that die for to study them or something, I don't know. Some people will buy those and feed them to their king snakes, the frozen thawed ones. I don't feed any of my snakes that have had live mice. I feed them all frozen thawed. He is actually doing pretty good right now. He has bitten me a lot, but it's not that bad. When he gets bigger, it'll be bad. I've had some pretty bad snake bites. None of them venomous, but none of them medically significant venom. Because my garter snakes and stuff are venomous. Mildly venomous. Oh, we got him stretched out now. I can show you how big he is better. So this is how big he is. They're really thick-bodied colubrid. They get very wide. I just think it's crazy that these guys can literally eat rattlesnakes. I showed you basically all the ones that I can find. All the ones that I can handle, at least. They were out earlier this morning. I don't know where they are. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, this is Phantom. He's pretty cool. I forgot to say his name. There's a misconception that they're slimy. They are not slimy at all. They're actually super soft. It's like I'm trying to think of a comparison. Almost like, if you have like a leather couch or something, but like smooth. I'm trying to think of a comparison. Maybe like they're almost like silky. I don't know how to explain it. They're very soft, especially babies. There's some, like, different snake species have different, they're a smooth scaled, then some snakes have keeled scales. Keeled just means they're curled up, so they're not as smooth. But yes, mine rattles his tail. He is like, especially when he's really mad, or when I'm feeding him and he's not in his cage. Cause yeah. When I lift up his hide to get him out, he will, or if I'm feeding him and he's not in his cage, because sometimes I'll feed him out of his cage and to show people, and I'm putting him back in there, he gets all mad, or when he's about to bite me. Or, like, if I set him down for a second so I can, like, do something, I'll set him down for a second, and he'll forget who I am, basically. And he'll rattle his tail and get all mean. Look, he's rattling his tail right now. Come here, buddy. Okay. No, come back. No. See, he's rattling his tail. No, you're going into the... Do you have an MBK? I wouldn't say he's, like, squishy. They do have, if you see a snake skeleton, you see all their rib bones. What I think is crazy, like, who do you think would win in a fight, a rattlesnake or a human? You would think a rattlesnake, but honestly, there's nothing that a rattlesnake can do to stop you from stomping on it. So, really, you don't need to worry about snakes at all. If you leave them alone, you give them their space, you respect them, you don't really have to worry about anything. Now, if you're like me and love snakes, just make sure before you pick a snake up, you know what it is. I've been bitten a lot, but that's because I know what the snakes are. I know none of them can actually hurt me. I've seen some that can actually hurt me, though. Oh, no. No, the chat got turned off. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have to do this all the time. I'm going to end the stream, and then I'm going to make a new one. So those of y'all that are watching now, just jump onto that one.